All right. In this installment, we're going to talk about your nutrition. Not your race nutrition, but your everyday nutrition. So what you put in your mouth with all your meals and right after training and so forth. The most significant thing that's going to happen right now, or it has happened probably already in your base training, is that your energy consumption is going to go really up high. So basically, you're going to be burning a lot of calories each day when you train, and it's important that they get replaced. Usually, when you're training, you burn a combination of fat and carbohydrates. And while you have fats, or we all do, have fat that can last and supply energy for weeks on end, our carbohydrate stores are a lot smaller. So they will last for a long bike ride, and that's it. Then they need to be replenished. So you need to pay attention to your intake of carbohydrates. Each day you have to replenish what you used, and so you have to tune your diet towards a larger percentage of carbs. That can come from bread, from cereal, from rice, pasta. Try to choose whole wheat products in your general meals, and then use the more fast absorbable carbs right after training. It could also come from fruit and juices and things like that. That's the first thing that you need to take care of. Besides that, of course, you have to eat varied. You have to get your vegetables. You have to get your protein from lean sources like chicken or other poultry. And also you have to get some good fats it could be from avocados, from fish, from olive oil, or good nuts, stuff like that. So generally eat healthy, eat varied, but pay extra attention to the carbs. Right after training, you have sort of a window. I call it, you have a window for recovery. In these 1 to 2 hours after training, you're able to absorb carbohydrates and load them in your muscles at a faster rate. So what you take in here right after training is very important. Usually, right when you finish your session, you should have prepared a little meal beforehand. So you get about 1 gram of carbohydrate per kilo of body weight. So for an 80 kilo guy, that's 80 grams. Add a little protein to this, about 1/4 of the amount of carbohydrates. So for an 80 kilo guy, it's 80 grams of carbs and 20 grams of protein. You can get this from a recovery shake or something like that. You can also get it from chocolate milk. You can get it from a bun with honey and maybe some ham or something. So you can get it from a variety of sources, but it's important you get it in there. And then 1 or 2 hours after training, you need to get in a bigger meal where you replenish most of the energy you've used in training. This will leave you fueled for the next session. If you have 2 sessions a day, that's very important to pay attention to that. Or if you have your next session the day after, or the morning after, you'll be fueled for that. So the timing of your meals is very important. Also in regards to your fluid consumption, that's going to go up as well. You're going to be sweating a lot, so you need to drink a lot of fluids. Pay attention to your urine. If it's dark colored, you're drinking too little. If it's light, then it's good. So you need to up that as well. Final thing is what you eat during training or before training. Generally, don't eat too close to your training, especially when you run and you run hard or run long. You want to eat like 2, 3, or 4 hours before that, but you'll know from now. During your training, you should just basically be practicing what you're going to do during the race. So your race nutrition plan, which we're going to talk about in another installment, is what you're going to try and aim at replicating during your training session, especially the longer rides and runs, where you get close to what you're doing in the race. And another thing, once in a while you should do sessions where you're just riding or running on plain water for as long as you can. This will help you train your ability to burn fat, but it will always lead, you won't be as addicted to your nutrition plan. You'll be more flexible, and you won't, if you miss a gel, you can get it out the next place, and you won't feel like the world is coming down because of that, because it's not, if you prepare properly. So that was it in terms of your general nutrition, and pay attention to these things. A good healthy general diet with an extra focus on carbs, plenty of fluids, your recovery meal, and of course your nutrition during training. So take care and have a lot of fun until next time.